For the past 28 years, PCI Media Impact has harnessed the power of storytelling through radio, television, digital, and other media platforms to bring about social change in the areas of health, the environment, and empowering the most vulnerable. From the earliest human existence, stories have helped us to understand and shape our world, enabling us to share our experiences with one another. Entertainment education is the process of purposely designing and implementing a media message to both entertain and educate. Education and entertainment programs draw on our deep affinity for stories to reveal worlds of new possibilities, where dramatic conflicts and decisions are tied to real-world consequences. The goal is to increase the audience's knowledge about an educational issue to create favorable shifts in attitudes and changes in behaviors and cultural norms. Characters serve as role models to bring these concepts to life. Audience members become emotionally tied to program characters, and these ties influence values and inspire behaviors in positive ways. Through this tested and proven methodology, PCI Media Impact has reached over 1 billion people with over 100 long-running dramas that have had an impact in over 45 countries around the world. We strive to create quality programs centered on authentic stories that can motivate real change. The most crucial element is including local voices in all phases of our work by building the capacity of local communities to tell their stories to combat the challenges they are facing in their daily lives. From researching the issues to designing mobilization campaigns, we work with community members and local partners to create effective and long-lasting behavior change campaigns. The entertainment education methodology draws on over 40 years of social change and communications theory. We believe in the power of stories. Stories encourage reflection and are much more effective than blunt calls to action. Entertainment education programming is particularly suited to addressing sensitive subject matters. In our programs, we can make the invisible visible, and audience members can identify with the conflicts characters face, the choices they make, the values they promote, and the growth and change they experience, which opens up safe communication within the audience members and communities. This creates a sense of personal and collective empowerment. None of us like to be preached at. We don't simply go into communities to employ a top-down approach, but rather we engage a wide-ranging local coalition to ensure the program feels realistic. Interactive call-in shows are created so the audience can engage in real-time discussions about the issues presented in the drama. To further inform audience members, call-in shows promote services available to the community. Community mobilization campaigns provide audience members with opportunities to engage in the behaviors they learned about in the drama and the call-in shows. We measure the success of our programs across 3 indicators, what we call our 3 C's. The capacity of our local partners to effectively use communications to catalyze change in their communities. The size of the community that supports this work, and the positive changes in knowledge, attitudes, and behaviors around the targeted social and environmental issues. For the first 20 years of PCI Media Impact's programming, we focused solely on the issue of population stabilization, with programs on women and girls empowerment and access to contraception. However, due to the success of these programs, we realized that the entertainment education approach could take on other critical social issues. And now, while we still include population in our programming, we also focus on the empowerment of women, girls, and Indigenous peoples, the environment and climate change, and lastly, but still so important, health. Media Impact has an amazing team. We have received the Avon Foundation for Women's highest honor, the Global Excellence in Communications Award, which recognized our communications campaigns that aim to end domestic violence and violence against women. Also, our program in Peru received the UN's first place award in Latin America, making it one of the top 5 global practices to reduce teenage pregnancy. We also have the top rank 4 stars from Charity Navigator and a perfect 20 out of 20 score from the Better Business Bureau's Wise Giving Alliance. In the past, we've struggled with developing sustainable production models. Before, we would produce 2 or 3 high-end, high-budget productions, but we learned that not only is it more cost-effective to enlist community members to help with production, but it also is far more effective in creating lasting, sustainable change. Our My Community methodology allows us to work on many more projects each year. We finally hit our stride as an organization, and now we're balancing our responsibilities. With additional resources, we would immediately begin programming specifically for mobile platforms. This is mission critical. The proliferation of mobile in Africa, for example, demands that we as an organization understand how entertainment education can be most effective on smartphones, social networks, and other emerging technologies. Additionally, in 2009, Media Impact was in 6 countries in Latin America. By 2013, our footprint expanded into over 35 countries. While this growth has been fantastic, it's a giant planet, and we have lots of work to do. We're all losing the battle to Hollywood, Bollywood, and Nollywood in Nigeria. We need more solid educational stories. Our work could expand to reach more countries on more issues, reaching more people. We will increase our programmatic outreach and dedicate ourselves to teaching the power of social change so that others can utilize entertainment education to increase the effectiveness of their own missions and their own objectives. Together, we can bring about more locally driven, long-lasting social change.